Clint Eastwood is known worldwide for his tough guy roles in westerns and action films. But away from Hollywood, he's also a genuine car enthusiast with a collection that might surprise you. While many celebrities stick to obvious choices like Lamborghinis and modern supercars, Eastwood's garage tells a different story. He owns everything from a turbocharged GMC SUV from the early 90s to tiny British sports cars to vehicles he bought after filming Wrapped because he enjoyed driving them so much. If you're interested in classic cars and want to see more content about celebrity collections and automotive history, consider subscribing. Let's get started. Number 9. 1992 GMC Typhoon. Starting off our list at number 9, we have something you absolutely would not expect from a Hollywood icon, the 1992 GMC Typhoon. Now, when you think of celebrity car collections, you think of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, maybe some classic American muscle. But Clint Eastwood owns a GMC Typhoon, and honestly, that's one of the coolest surprises on this list. The Typhoon was GMC's performance SUV that shocked the automotive world in the early 90s. Under the hood sits a turbocharged 4.3-liter V6 engine producing 280 horsepower and a massive 360 pound-feet of torque. This thing could sprint from 0 to 60 in just 5.3 seconds, which was absolutely insane for 1992. To put that in perspective, it was faster than a Ferrari 348 of the same era. The Typhoon featured all-wheel drive, which meant all that power went to the ground efficiently. It could run the quarter mile in 14.1 seconds at 95 miles per hour. This wasn't just fast for an SUV, it was fast, period. Number 8. 1966 Morris Mini Countryman Cooper S. At number 8, we have perhaps the most unexpected vehicle in Eastwood's entire collection, the 1966 Morris Mini Countryman Cooper S. The Mini Cooper S was legendary in motorsport during the 1960s. It dominated rally racing and won the Monte Carlo Rally 3 times. Under that tiny hood sits a 1.3-liter inline-4 engine producing around 75 horsepower. Now that doesn't sound like much, but remember, this car weighs less than 1,500 pounds. What made the Cooper S special was its handling. The suspension was incredibly tight, and the car's low center of gravity meant it could corner like it was on rails. It was quick, nimble, and an absolute blast to drive on twisty roads. The Countryman variant added a small wagon body with wood trim along the sides, giving it a unique look that stood out even among other Minis. It also had slightly more cargo space, making it more practical for everyday use. Number 7. 1955 Austin Healey 100. Coming in at number 7 is another British sports car that surprises people, the 1955 Austin Healey 100. The Austin Healey 100 earned its name because it could reach 100 miles per hour, which was a big deal in the 1950s. This roadster featured a 2.7-liter inline-4 engine producing approximately 110 horsepower. Now, power numbers might seem modest by today's standards, but the 100 was all about the driving experience. It had a lightweight body, precise steering, and a manual transmission that connected the driver directly to the road. This was a car that rewarded skill and involvement. The 100 was a special high-performance variant of the standard Austin Healey 100. It featured a unique louvered hood, upgraded brakes, and performance modifications that made it more suitable for racing and spirited driving. Number 6. 1937 Lincoln K-Series Convertible. At number 6, we have the massive 1937 Lincoln K-Series Convertible, and there's a great story behind why Eastwood owns this one. This car appeared in the film Honky Tonk Man, where Eastwood directed and starred. His character used this Lincoln to travel across the lower 48 states. After filming Wrapped, Eastwood enjoyed driving it so much that he went out and bought one for his personal collection. The Lincoln K-Series was luxury personified in the 1930s. Under that long hood sits a massive 6.8-liter V12 engine. Yes, a V12. This engine produced around 150 horsepower, which was serious power for the late 1930s. The K-Series was enormous. It weighed over 5,000 pounds and measured more than 17 feet long. This was a car built for wealthy individuals who wanted the ultimate in comfort and prestige. The convertible top allowed for open-air motoring in grand style. Number 5. 1972 Ford Gran Torino Sport. At number 5 is another car with a movie connection, the 1972 Ford Gran Torino Sport from the film Gran Torino. In 2008, Eastwood directed and starred in Gran Torino, a powerful film about a Korean War veteran. The car itself was practically a co-star in the movie. After production ended, Eastwood purchased the actual Gran Torino used in filming for his personal collection. Here's something interesting. The production company originally bought this car on eBay to use in the movie. After it became famous on screen, it found a permanent home in Eastwood's garage. The 1972 Gran Torino Sport came standard with a 302 cubic-inch V8 engine producing 140 horsepower and 239 pound-feet of torque. Buyers could also opt for larger engines, including a 351 or even a 429 cubic-inch V8 for serious performance. The Gran Torino Sport featured a distinctive hood scoop, unique grille, sport mirrors, and an aggressive fastback design that made it stand out. The interior had all vinyl pleated seats and sporty trim that matched the car's performance intentions. Number 4. 1960 Jaguar XK150 Roadster. At number 4, we have the stunning 1960 Jaguar XK150 Roadster, one of the most beautiful British sports cars ever created. The XK150 was the final evolution of Jaguar's legendary X Series, which also included the XK120 and XK140. Jaguar only produced the XK150 from 1957 to 1961, with fewer than 10,000 total units made. This makes it genuinely rare today. Under the hood, the XK150 featured Jaguar's legendary 3.8-liter inline-six engine, producing around 220 horsepower in its most powerful S configuration. This engine was smooth, refined, and had a wonderful exhaust note that made every drive special. The XK150 could reach speeds over 130 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest production cars of its era. It featured disc brakes on all four wheels, which was cutting-edge technology in 1960 and gave it superior stopping power compared to its competitors. Number 3. 1932 Ford Roadster. At number 3, we have the 1932 Ford Roadster, and this one has a deeply personal story for Eastwood. Growing up in California, Eastwood was right in the epicenter of the hot rod movement. The 1932 Ford, affectionately known as the Deuce, became the foundation for American hot rod culture. From a young age, Eastwood wanted to own a Ford Roadster hot rod, but he didn't have the money for one. Fast forward decades later, after becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars, he finally fulfilled that childhood dream and bought a 1932 Ford Roadster for his collection. The 1932 Ford was revolutionary when it was new because it was the first year Ford offered a V8 engine in an affordable car. The original flathead V8 produced 65 horsepower, which doesn't sound like much, but in a car weighing less than 2,500 pounds, it provided exciting performance. Number 2. 1976 Ferrari 365 GT4 Berlinetta Boxer. At number 2, we have the exotic 1976 Ferrari 365 GT4 Berlinetta Boxer. But what makes it surprising isn't that Eastwood owned a Ferrari, it's what he did to it. Eastwood purchased this Ferrari in 1977, just a year after it was built. The car was originally sold in Italy before being legally imported to the United States. This was one of Ferrari's most advanced and exciting models of the 1970s. The The 365 GT4BB featured a mid-mounted 4.4-liter flat 12 engine, hence the name Berlinetta Boxer. This engine produced 380 horsepower and gave the car a top speed of around 175 miles per hour. The flat 12 design kept the center of gravity low and created a distinctive exhaust sound unlike any other Ferrari. This was Ferrari's answer to the Lamborghini Miura and Countach. It featured sharp Pininfarina styling, pop-up headlights, and an aggressive wedge shape that looked like it was moving even when standing still. 1. 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. And finally, at number 1, we have the car that surprises people the most, the 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. The 1977 Trans Am was powered by a 6.6-liter V8 engine, known as the Pontiac 400. This engine produced around 200 horsepower in 1977, which seems modest today, but this was during the height of emission regulations that choked power from American V8s. What made the Trans Am special was its handling and style. It featured upgraded suspension, performance brakes, and that iconic design with the long hood, aggressive stance, and those unmistakable graphics. The Trans Am became a cultural phenomenon thanks to Smokey and the Bandit. It represented freedom, rebellion, and pure American cool. It's arguably one of the most recognizable cars in American pop culture history. What's surprising isn't just that Eastwood owned one, it's that he owned one that matched his best friend's most famous car. It's a tribute to their friendship and to an era of American automotive history. That personal connection makes it the most surprising and meaningful car in his entire collection.